I know the nation's attention is now focused on the incident that occurred on Friday in Mandeville, the attack on the beryllium workers who went to transport money from Bank of Nova Scotia, and that attack which has caused or caught national attention. I just want to point out that we are conducting a high-level investigation in that matter, and at this time I can report that we have arrested 4 persons, including a female, and we have recovered so far over 2.5 million Jamaican dollars. The investigation continues as we seek to bring those who are responsible for that act, which I consider is something that is bordering on terrorism. When you can, at that time of the day, without any form of provocation, fire your weapon carelessly, injuring at least 5 people. 2 were seriously injured by that shooting. But we commit, as an organization, the JCF commit ourselves to ensure that this matter is properly investigated and all those persons who are responsible will be brought to justice. I am confident that it will be done.
On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight. Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Thursday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, you don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So now the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. Let me give you an update upon the knockings and clappings and arson attack that took place on Saturday, August 12 over there in Gregory Park, St. Catherine. So the St. Catherine South Police have formally charged 2 men in relation to that deadly attack along Walkers Avenue in Gregory Park. So the 2 old dirty corner boy them is as follows. 24-year-old mechanic Nigel McClarty of Christian Pen in Portmore, St. Catherine, and an old dirty corner boy known as Odane Fowler, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Pop Chow. He's from a Portmore Villa address in the parish of St. Catherine. So Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, Fitz Bailey, hosted a media briefing at the Greater Portmore Police Station on Wednesday. He says Fowler has been slapped with an array of charges. So we're going to hear from Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of crime, Fitz Bailey, as he weighs in on this latest chain of events. Listen.
For the murder, arson and other criminal acts which led to the destruction of 11 houses in Walkers Avenue on Saturday, August 12, 2023. The following persons have been charged. Nigel McClarty, 24 years old mechanic of Christian Pen, Gregory Park, Portmore, St. Catherine. Odane Fowler, OC Papchor, 21 years old and employee of Portmore Villa, Gregory Park, St. Catherine. He was charged with murder, 2 counts, arson, 10 counts, possession of prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and being part of a criminal organization. It is our intention to work with the Gregory Park community to return it to a state of normalcy. We appeal to all law-abiding citizens to cooperate with us as we aim to rid the communities of Gregory Park and other communities across the country of criminal elements.
So again, my peeps, you hear it from the Deputy Commissioner of Police mouth that they need the help and the cooperation from you, the regular members of Chan Public. So you who is on this side and protecting criminal elements from your side and thinking that you're doing something good for yourself and your community, you are wrong, because whilst you protect them from the long arm of the law, they are going to go out and commit themselves, and their enemies are going to come and slaughter you on that side. So don't protect any criminal elements, whether it be on your side or the other side. Give them all up, and that will in turn save the lives of you, the regular members of John Public. Yeah, man. And me know it is said, easier said than done on the spot. But in today's world, in today's society, there are many ways and means by which one can relay that information without being upfront and bold about it. But anyway, I have some criminal elements that is wanted by the police, and you, the regular members of John Public, need to help the police in finding these criminal elements. Now on your screen is a criminal known as Martel Hermit, otherwise known as Juju or Jai. Now this old dirty kind of boy is wanted for a hold on and take. Yeah, man. And when time we say hold on and take, me mean you go pick the people, them girl pick the cherry without it being given to you. He frequents the area of Palmetto Grove in the parish of St. Mary. Now the next man on your screen is also wanted by the police. He's known as Kurt Griffiths, but more popularly known in the streets as Gat. Now Gat is wanted for a wounding with intent, and he frequents the Fort George area of Anatolia, St. Mary. And the next man is known as Ronald King Davis. Well, King, we need to take the crown. Yeah, man. As this criminal element here is wanted for knockings and clappings that has resulted in the loss of life of a man. That knockings and clappings took place on March 11, 2023. So anyone out there knowing the whereabouts of these criminal elements, please alert the nearest police station or any police or police station of your choice. And as always, if you not trust the squad of them, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded blogger. Give us the information and we will most definitely pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. And still on wanted men, the Kingston Western Police have given us a list of 9 persons of interest. So the Kingston Western Police have listed 9 men as persons of interest. Now they are as follows. The first man is known as Lance Stewart, otherwise called Richie Stone. The next man is known as Alex Sangster, otherwise known as Smurf in the streets. The third man is known as Jermaine Barham, otherwise called Price Right in the streets. The fourth man is known as Desroy Walker, otherwise known as Shemar in the streets. The fifth man is known as Damone Clark, otherwise known as Dashawn. The sixth man is known as Maurice Stone, otherwise known as Moorman in the streets. The seventh man is known as Amari Malcolm, otherwise called Bling Dog or Q1 in the streets. The eighth man is known as Sammy Strap or Malik in the streets. And last but most definitely not the least, a man only known by his alias as Romy. Yeah, man. So if anyone of you out there listening to the voice of On The Spot News Media know or recognize any one of these names, please reach out to the Denham Town Criminal Investigation Branch. And these persons who have heard their names, also reach out to the Denham Town Criminal Investigation Branch by 6 p.m. on Thursday, August 31st. Because if you don't, Officer Yeman Pick and team will most definitely be deployed to go get you. So if you don't want to be get by Officer Yeman Pick and team, please turn yourself in. Yeah, man. So the Kingston Western Police is also urging anyone with any information about the whereabouts of these men is to contact Crime Stop at 311 or the Denham Town Police Station. And as always, if you not trust all of that, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded blogger and give us the information. Yeah, man. So watch this now, my peeps. You see the parish of St. Ann. It's on the Spot News Media's favorite parish. St. Ann is known as the Garden Parish. So indeed, it's one of the most breathtaking, the most beautiful parish on the island of Jamaica. And I will not sit by and allow the old dirty corner boy them to continue destroy that parish. So I'm appealing to you, the regular members of Chan Public, living in all these communities that is being affected by these criminal elements, to start doing something before they make the parish of St. Ann become like some garrison communities in Kingston and St. Andrew, or even become as bad as it is over there in Mobile St. James and Savannah Lamar in Westmoreland. So I'm appealing to you, the regular members of Chan Public right now. You have to do something before something do you. Yeah, man. And take from that what you want. Now in the parish of St. Ann, 2 men end up lose them 3 pints and another seriously wounded at a bar in Damage Square in Steertown in St. Ann. Now that took place on Tuesday night. The deceased men has since been identified as Javardo Whitlock, said to be age 39 and was also a chef. And the other deceased man is said to be 27-year-old Akeem Reed, otherwise known as Older Head, a laborer of the said community. Now reports reaching on the Spot News Media is that sometime about 10:50 p.m. Javardo and Akeem and another man were at a bar having drinks when a motor car drove up and the men alighted and opened gunfire, hitting all 3 of them. They were taken to the hospital where Javardo and Akeem was pronounced you know what, and the other man admitted for treatment. Now residents in the area are definitely tight-lipped about the incident, as they are very much fearful for their lives. But as I've always stated, until it comes knocking at your door, then and only then you will be willing to say what happened or who did it. And by that time, it will or probably be too late. A resident of the community stated that these are 2 young men that have not really started their lives, and to just lose them life like that, it's rough. And they are hoping that the police will bring the perpetrators to justice. But guess what? The police was not there. You were there. Persons around the criminal elements that was planning to carry out that attack was there. So you have to help the police in getting the perpetrators of these crimes. The official statistics have shown that 53 people have lost their lives to the hands of criminal elements in the parish of St. Ann since the start of the year. And that is an increase of 12% in comparison to 41 in the corresponding period last year. Sentan people, wake up and smell the roses, and don't allow one of Jamaica's tourism hub to narrow down to a regular like a garrison community round a one part round so. This is the Garden Parish, one of the most beautiful places in Jamaica. Keep it that way. Keep the beauty, not just the panoramic beauty, but also the beauty of peace in the parish of St. Ann. So on the Spot News Media will most definitely be paying close attention to activities happening in and around the parish of St. Ann. So you criminal elements there thinking that you're comfortable, it's going to be your time now to shine. As on the Spot News Media will most definitely be going deep into all criminal activities in the parish of St. Ann, and you will all be exposed for who you truly are. So St. Ann people, it's time for the uprising. It's time to come up against these criminal elements. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.